Wildheart Wildlife Foundation, and we are on our way to Port Elizabeth to go and fetch 4 leopards that will be taken to a farm in Middelburg, where they will be soft released and rehabilitated for eventual release into the wild. It's a very special project because we care deeply about supporting ethical conservation projects.
Dion from Ubhetyan is a client of ours, and he asked us to get involved with the project of moving these leopards up to his place as part of a second step in the reintroduction of them into the wild.
The 4 leopards that we are fetching are cubs that have originated from original leopards that were rescued from exploitative situations.
Well, we've had a really exciting couple of days. The relocation of 4 wonderful leopards from a facility that is just not quite big enough for the animals.
Well, we are visiting Wildcats World at this moment, and that's a project, a sanctuary and a conservation project in the Eastern Cape near Kirkwood. And today we are here especially for the leopards. We have a leopard conservation project where we rescued leopards, we rehabilitated leopards, and we breed some leopards, and they are going to be relocated today. And they will be first going for a soft release, and after that hopefully they will be released in a national park or a private game reserve.
Loaded the dart, so I've made up the dart specifically for each animal. One.
Okay, so we're here today to translocate 4 leopards, Zolo, Bahati, Bear and Olive. They are getting ready to go to Mpumalanga to bigger enclosures ready for release. And a part of the immobilization, we're also collecting data. So we're collecting for the NZG, which is a national biobank. We're collecting DNA, and we're collecting fecal and oral swabs, as well as measurements to learn more about the leopards. And then we are doing an anesthetic study where we're looking at blood gases and oxygen saturation and parameters like heart rate and respiratory rate, and how the leopards perform under anesthetic. So we've been keeping each leopard down for 45 minutes, and we've taken all these measurements and the photographs. You ready for me?
water?
We love to get involved in projects like this because we believe that the animals have to have the best possible chance at living the lives they were meant to live with as little human interference as possible. Unfortunately, we've kind of screwed things up with human encroachment and habitat loss, so we owe it to the animals to try our utmost and save them one by one, and all it takes is to save one. You can only save one at a time, and if you can get it wild and free and living happily, then you've reached your goal.
I'm putting it in just because my dart obviously goes through the skin. I haven't cleaned, so I'm bringing some bacteria in, so preventing abscess formation. I just put a long-acting antibiotics locally in.
So this is a bad, but she was a pretty image of the day.
So that's what we normally do.
Got the University of Pretoria involved with us as well in order to do some research on their side, and they've helped us a lot today. We often work with them, and so far everything's gone well, and now it's just a trip back up to Middelburg to introduce them into their new home.
We've spent the morning a little damp, a little bit wet, but that's okay because the leopards are much happier when their body temperature is a little cooler. We have successfully sedated, done DNA testing, and done all the health checkups that the leopards need to make sure that they are healthy. And we're just getting the animals in the crates and getting ready to transport them to their new home, which is going to be a really nice large facility, which will be an interim place for them, larger than they have now, but with the view of eventually releasing them into a much more wild environment. And we've had some fantastic help from so many people, and we really appreciate it. And you know, this kind of work is so gratifying, and it's only because of the people from, you know, people like the vets from Onderstepoort and all of the support people that this is possible, and obviously all the people who help by contributing to everything that we do.
So it's still a long road ahead. We've got a 12-hour drive ahead of us back to the farm with the leopards in crates in 3 vehicles, and tomorrow morning they will be released in the new, much bigger enclosures, which will be the halfway house, where it would act as a soft release, where they would be rewilded and taught to hunt and fend for themselves, and hopefully in a couple months, a year maybe, we can release them properly in an area where they will be safe, happy and free. It's all about doing what's best for the animals, and that is what everybody should be focusing on. We all love them, and we all just want them to be happy, and we call that ethical conservation.